Hello lovely, welcome to Squeaky's Cauldron. I'm your host, Sarah Evergreen. I'm joined by my colorful co-host, Gerald the Unicorn. Today's video is a community tarot reading for the new moon in Virgo. This tarot reading comes from my newsletter, The Moon Pages. About once a week, I send out a newsletter that has a tarot spread as well as information about a bit about what's going on in the sky, as well as just things that I've learned about. So if you're interested in getting on that, having this delivered directly to your mailbox, you can check out the link in the description and I'll pop it up on the screen here as well. For this reading, I've chosen the Seven of Pentacles as the anchor card. Now, the Seven of Pentacles invites you to take stock of what you've planted, but that is not ready for harvest yet. In this way, it invites you into patience. And that's what I'm getting coming through a lot for this new moon, is that you need to have a certain level of patience in order to be able to get to the point where you're seeing things fruiting, where you're seeing things that you can actually then harvest, take off the vine and eat and have that nourish you. Until then though, we have to wait. We have to allow the process of growth to happen on its own. In that time, you're called to nurture the ground. You're called to tend to the plants within you, the plants outside of you, the things that you are growing in the moment. And allow those things to take their course while you send them love and energy, because they absolutely will come back and feed you, but not quite yet. The first question for this tarot reading is, where in my life am I pushing for a conclusion that isn't ready yet? Where am I just so eager to eat those fruits that I'm not allowing the thing that needs to take its time to take its time? So let's see. Okay. We've got the Nine of Wands. Now this card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is the one that I use, shows a figure behind essentially a wall of staves that this person has ostensibly put up themselves, and he's clutching one of these staves in his hand, and he has bandages on his head. What this card means for me is that there's a time when you've been at war with something, or at least in battle with something, and you've gone through all the motions of conquering or being beaten by whatever this thing is, and now you have wounds. It's time to allow yourself to really sit back and lick those wounds. Allow yourself some time to heal, some time behind this protective wall that you've erected. And you may be feeling like, I just want to get out there, I want to go back and do the thing. And I want you to take a deep breath and remind yourself that healing takes time, and you're allowed to take that time. You're allowed to sit back, you're allowed to rest, you're allowed to take stock of the situation before you move valiantly forward. Because if you don't, if you rush that, you're going to be moving forward with a compromised system of one kind or another, whether that's creativity that has not been built up back yet, or it's physical health that's not quite ready to take on the challenges that you want to take on. Step back, relax, breathe, and heal. Take the time to heal. You don't have to do it all right now. The next question is, how can I lay down my eagerness to get to the finish line? How can I release that strong desire to just keep going until you get to the end of the line? Ooh, okay. We got the Page of Cups. This card shows a figure dressed in finery. He is holding a cup in one hand, and he sees a fish in it, which is a bit strange, right? You don't generally see someone holding a cup with a fish in their hand. And he seems to be conversing with this fish, like they're making a soul connection here. This is a very Piscean card. The cups are water, the page is earth. So there's a sense of groundedness to the page because of just the natural energy of this particular suit or this particular figure in the tarot. And yet with the water, there's this fluidity, this motion, this kind of dreaminess that comes up. And with this card in particular, there is exactly that. There's an invitation into the dreamy, into the weird. So how can I lay down my eagerness to get to the finish line? Spend more time in a space of strangeness, in a space of exploring the things that feel like they're on the outer realms, the things at the edges, the strange things, the depths, but also the heights, because the Pisces symbol shows two fish, one that is diving deep and the other that is leaping out of the water. So there's that duality there of the depths that a Pisces energy can go to, and also the strange heights that it can go to, because a fish flying is definitely a weird thing. So allow yourself to get into that space. Maybe go see a strange movie, something that makes you feel a little bit surreal, something that challenges you. Maybe create some art that is like outside of your norm, outside of your box. Allow yourself to converse with the fish, essentially, to do the strange things and go into the strange places of your mind, and see how that releases your need to just go, finish, and get that harvest that's not quite ready yet. The next card, what energy can I rest in when I start future tripping? Because we all do this, especially when we're so eager to get to the end. What's gonna happen? How am I gonna get there? How's it gonna be possible? Is this even possible? So when you start to go into that space, what energy can you rest in? Another page card, the Page of Pentacles. Now this is earth and earth, the pentacles being earth, the page being earth, and the sense of newness too that the page brings. So this energy calls you into a space of newness, learning around resources, specifically, the environment, this kind of thing. So what energy can I rest in when I start future tripping? Rest in the now, right now, where you are exactly. Touch your body, look at your space, try to see the things around you and the way that you're experiencing them with new eyes. And let that be your practice in releasing the future, releasing what is not now. Come back to here, come back to presence. And lastly, what needs more focused, nurturing attention in my life right now? In that space of the Page of Pentacles, what needs more focused, nurturing attention? Let's see. We have the Four of Swords. I love this card so much. It, on the surface, appears to be a bit maybe frightening because it shows a casket or a tomb of some kind in a church, a figure on top of the tomb, possibly dead. Well, I mean, it's a cast figure, it's a gold figure, so it's a statue of what's probably inside of the tomb. But this card does not signify death. It signifies the need to rest. And we come back again to the Nine of Wands, the need for rest. This card says to pull back, get into some protected space where you can allow your mind to get quiet. This is a great card for indicating the need for meditation, whatever that means to you, whether that's sitting still and deep breathing, or maybe it's a movement meditation, walking, exploring a labyrinth, maybe it's coloring in mandalas or drawing mandalas. Whatever that meditation is to you, whatever that practice that allows you to get quieter and to witness the thoughts rather than identifying with them. That is what needs more nurturing and focus at this time. I hope that this helps you in the new moon that's coming. And if you're interested again in getting this delivered straight to your inbox every week, check out the link in the description. And again, I'll pop it up on the screen here. Okay, thank you so much for being here, so much for listening. Have a happy new moon. And as always, take care of yourself and use your voice.